Hi, it's Brenda Workman. Welcome to my kitchen. Thinking about switching to a plant-based diet and wondering how do you make that happen? I get it, because when I was 60 years old, I switched to a plant-based diet. You're looking at an Appalachian girl that grew up on biscuits and gravy and meat at every meal, so this was a major switch. I want to share with you 5 steps that I feel like helped me to make that switch, and I think it will help you as well. Step number 1, you have to have a strong why. This has everything to do with your mindset. So my why was my health. I had gone on diets throughout my life, and it was all about weight loss always. Not that weight loss is not important. It certainly is, and it has a lot to do with your health. But sometimes it would cause me to say, well, today I'm not going to be on my diet, and if I don't lose weight this week, it's not a big deal. I'll lose weight next week. Somehow when my why became my health, I realized that if I wanted my lab numbers to improve, this was going to have to be a lifestyle change. This wasn't a temporary fix. This was a lifestyle change, and I was willing to do it. So I feel like at the very beginning, that step number 1 needs to be, I have a strong why, and it could be health, it could be significant weight loss, it could be something to do with the environment or the animals, or you just want your joints to feel better. Whatever that why is, it needs to be strong. Step number 2 is be willing to put in the research. I had a lot to learn. I had a learning curve. And so I started watching all the videos I could on whole food plant-based eating, which is what my doctor had recommended to me. I ordered books and read them. I just spent time reading articles, just trying to see, you know, even testimonials. I love to listen to people's testimonials because, especially if they were older adults like me, I could identify with them, and it just encouraged me. But I did a lot of research to figure out what I was supposed to be doing. What do you eat? What's the difference between being a vegan and eating whole food plant-based? Just a lot of research. Be willing to do that so that you can learn. Step number 3 is be willing to cook more. Maybe you're a cook already and this won't be a change for you, but I wasn't much of a cook. I did what I had to do. I never really enjoyed it. I never felt confident in my cooking. And that doesn't mean that you can't eat out at restaurants. I eat out, I travel a lot, and I love eating out occasionally, but I love cooking now. I didn't before, but it's good to get in the kitchen and start putting things together and figure out what tastes good together, trying spices, just learning about food, to me, makes a huge difference in making this a lifestyle change and switching. So you could still buy convenient things. You could still go to the grocery store and get veggies that are already cut up, or you could get frozen veggies that are already cut and just throw the bag in a veggie soup or whatever it is that you're making. You can certainly get more convenient food, but I do recommend that you spend more time cooking. I think you'll know more about what's in your food, and after a while I believe that you'll begin to enjoy it like I did, and I actually find it therapeutic. Step number 4 is stock your kitchen well, and this will take a little time. You have to kind of morph into this. So little by little, as you begin eating more plant-based and you start looking at recipes and saying, oh, I noticed a lot of recipes call for raw cashews if you're making like a ranch dressing or something that's creamy. So I'm gonna stock my kitchen with some raw cashews. Or a lot of recipes, they're using grains, so I'm gonna make sure that I have several grains in my pantry so that I'll have those as I make my recipes. Of course, fresh fruit, fresh veggies, even frozen veggies, frozen fruit, tofu, lots of different kinds of beans. You'll begin to notice just kind of repetitive, oh yeah, look, this is in this recipe too. So after a while, you'll start noticing what you need to keep in your kitchen to keep you on track. And it's always best to have those foods readily available. I live not by myself. I live with a family member who is not 100% whole food plant-based. And my husband has things in the house that are not plant-based, but I have a lot of plant-based food here. So I'm always ready to put a recipe together or throw together something very quickly because my pantry is stocked well. And then step number 5, I feel like is the most important, and that is be very patient with yourself. It's important that you don't get in a hurry, that you realize that the weight loss may be slow. For some people it's slow, especially older adults. And so just be patient. Realize this is a lifestyle change. It's going to take me a while. I made mistakes. I still make mistakes. Maybe you're going to a restaurant and you order something, you're thinking it's plant-based and later find out it wasn't plant-based at all. You thought it was. You made a mistake. You learn as you go. Just be patient with yourself. Some people have to make the transition too with like soy processed foods, like maybe vegan meatballs, maybe vegan breakfast sausage, veggie crumbles, Impossible burgers, whatever. If it takes that to help you transition, by all means do that. Occasionally I'll have one of those things I just mentioned, but little by little you'll find that you'll learn recipes and you can even do without those highly processed things. But if you want them occasionally, you can certainly have them. But the transition period, a lot of times you have to just kind of, especially if you were a big meat eater, you have to transition in that way. Just be patient. This is a lifestyle change. It may take a little while, but you can do it. I have another video all about my transformational story, and I'd love for you to watch it. I'll put it here, and you guys can tune into that and find out what happened to me and how my health changed because of switching to a plant-based diet. Guys, if I can do it, you can do it too. Always remember, there's power in your plate, and what you eat really does make a difference. See you next time.